हेलो प्रणाम नमस्कार तत्व गर्ल एक सोच एक आवाज एक बार फिर से आपके साथ और आप सुन रहे हैं ग्रीन तत्वा टॉक्स माय इको फ्रेंडली सस्टेनेबल पॉडकास्ट। तो सस्टेनेबिलिटी की जब बात होती है ना, सो हमें एक छोटे से पुश की जरूरत होती है। मुझे लगता है पुश इन द सेंस जैसे एक छोटा बच्चा होता है ना, जो अप्रूवल सीक करता है, समवन टू गाइड यू, समवन टू एडवाइस यू, समवन टू हेल्प यू टेक दैट डिसीजन। एंड मुझे लगता है इन माय जर्नी ऑल्सो सस्टेनेबिलिटी के साथ ये चीज बहुत बार हुई है। एवरीवन इज लुकिंग आफ्टर कौन ये और कर रहा है, कैसे किया जा सकता है। अच्छा, आप भी करते हैं, आपके प्रॉस एंड कॉन्स क्या रहे, आपके पॉजिटिव एंड नेगेटिव पॉइंट्स क्या रहे। तो सस्टेनेबिलिटी को जितना हमने टबू वर्ड बना दिया है, आई डोंट थिंक सो वो उतना है, because it's a very easy thing. Call it eco-friendly living, call it sustainability, call it zero waste living, call it minimalism. There are a lot of terms which are associated to this umbrella. And to know more about sustainability या इको फ्रेंडली लिविंग या जो भी टर्म्स मैंने अभी यूज किए, आज मेरे साथ ग्रीन तत्वा टॉक्स पर है श्वेता कटारिया। To know more about her low waste living lifestyle, her eco friendly ways, and whatever she has been sharing to spread this awareness, let's welcome Shweta to Green Tatwa Talks podcast. Hey Shweta, how are you?
Hi, Prachi. I'm really well. Thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure talking to you.
Same here, and thank you very much for giving time to Green Tatwa Talks podcast. Looking ahead. So, Shweta, मैं बात start करना चाहूंगी. Like we all know, many of my listeners, of course, know you, and many who don't know, let me tell you that Shweta has been living this eco-friendly lifestyle for since a little while, and she has strong views for this climate change. She focuses on lowering the consumption. She focuses on spreading awareness on how we can live a plastic-free, low-waste lifestyle. सो मुझे श्वेता ये बताओ कि जब हम ये एजुकेशन करते हैं या इंस्पायर करते हैं, अवेयरनेस स्प्रेड करना चाहते हैं, आपकी ये जर्नी कैसे स्टार्ट हुई, हाउ यू बिगैन, एंड माय मेन क्वेरी विल बी व्हाट इंस्पायर्ड यू टू बिगिन शेयरिंग दिस अवेयरनेस एट द फर्स्ट पॉइंट।
Yes, so the one pain point was seeing garbage everywhere. Like wherever I would go, कोई ना कोई गली में आपको कचरा मिलेगा ही. So when you see garbage everywhere, and most of it, if you look closely, it's plastic, right?
Right.
And I met a friend during that time when this transition was happening, and he refused a plastic straw. And I asked him, why are you refusing it? And he's like, it's plastic, right? So that's why. And I was like, yeah, I never thought of it. And, that was, I think, one push when I was like, I should start refusing plastic as well. So I kept seeing where all I can, say no to plastic. It's when you buy groceries, you say no to the carry bag. It's when you buy any drinks, you say no to the plastic straws. And stop, binging on junk. And that's how you are saying a big no to a lot of plastic. And it's actually MLP, which cannot be recycled. Right. So that's how it began, just by saying no to plastic. And after a few months, I really wanted to understand how composting works. And I had no clue. And I had the same doubts as everybody who has that, it smells, it attracts insects. How will I do it? And what will I do of the compost that I have? But I was fond of keeping plants. So I was like, okay, ye ek sorted hai that I will put the compost in my plants. But what will I do with the excess one? All of these questions were there. And luckily, during that time, I met two friends who used to compost. And I just happened to very organically have a conversation with them and ask them, does it not smell? Does it not have insects attracting in the house and everything? They were like, no. And I'm like, but I see the composters are so expensive. Should I buy like a 6,000, 15,000 composter? And they were like, no, we do it in a bucket, we do it in a pot. And I was like, wow, really? You can do that? And that's how I started. And I got a small paint bucket from somewhere, made holes in it, and I started composting. And I think that's when it accelerated my sustainable journey, when I was more intrigued to learn more things. Then I stumbled upon how I can, avoid chemicals entering my house, right? Through washing powder. I used to use all the commercial off the shelf products. And then I realized, okay, this also needs to change because this is going into the water bodies and polluting it. So yeah, that's how.
बिल्कुल सो मतलब वही कहते हैं ना धीरे 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 करके you realize and
धीरे
when you
धीरे
were
धीरे.
talking about straw na I always remember this one quote I don't remember by whom that it's only one straw said 8 billion people and I really wish कि
Yes.
ये सारे 8 billion people अगर ये चीज realize कर दे like you कि yes we should not use this plastic straw instead we should carry our bamboo ka steel ka glass ka straw so I think things
Yeah,
can change with one that little step of course.
absolutely.
Little step की बात करूंगी. What I saw in your profile that recently you distributed some upcycle bags made of waste fabric, right? So what I
Yes.
want to know is कि great awareness, of course. How was the response of the people? Why I'm asking is Shweta, it has happened with me a lot many times कि जब मैं दोस्तों के साथ होती हूँ या कोई मुझे जानता है, so they will say कि oh wow आप eco-friendly causes करते हैं, oh wow आप टिश्यू पेपर नहीं यूज करते हैं, oh wow आप अपना स्ट्रॉ खुद लेके चलते हैं but they are not ready to do it themselves. They मतलब in spite of telling them all the ways कि आप कार में बैग रख सकते हैं, आप की चेन के स्पॉट के पास रख सकते हैं, they are still not ready
Yeah.
to change. So when you distributed, distribution was one step. How you tried to convince them? That I would love to know, of course.
So the thing is, see, not everybody will understand. Not everybody will be willing to change. And change comes with realization. And for them to realize, it takes some time. It can't happen by just me speaking to them. But that time I was like, okay, let me just give away 25 to 30 to 50 bags. And even if five people change their mind and next time they bring the same bag to get the groceries, get the veggies, I would be glad, right? And to be very honest, I went again back to that vendor and same auntie I caught taking plastic again. but but there was this one gentleman with his daughter, and he was actually explaining what I told him. I told him that it's not good for environment, it's not good for us. And you see it lying everywhere, right now you can see like 10 plastic bags on the road. So whatever we can, we should do it. We should not say कि हर चीज प्लास्टिक में आती है. जो भी थोड़ा बहुत आप अवॉइड कर सकते हो उतना तो करना चाहिए हमें. And he explained the same thing to his small daughter, and I was like, wow, this is so nice, right? Because she will remember it even if the parent forgets.
Right.
She will have this memory in her mind that okay, once this lady said something, and if she reads about plastic pollution somewhere, it will click to her. And I was like, that's good. I'm satisfied. Even if one child understands, I'm satisfied. So I think it's only about accepting that not everybody will quickly change with your recommendation, with your suggestion, but it's always worth trying.
Absolutely.
So that's yeah.
You're talking about child na, I don't remember the exact quote, but उसमें भी कुछ ऐसा ही है कि if you want to teach some people about a thing about this green living for another 5 years, ask them gift a tree. If you want them to remember this thing for 10 years, ask them to plant a tree. But if you want them to remember for 100 years, teach a child. So I'm sure
Yeah.
when you're saying this ना कि बच्चों को बताना या उनको समझाना ज्यादा easy है rather than when you grow up because
Yes.
maybe difficulty in understanding or consuming. I'm not sure.
Yes.
So, right.
And a
Okay.
lot of times children keep parents in check. They're
Yeah,
like, you told me this is wrong. Why are you doing it? So
right.
it's really good to, impart good knowledge and good ethics in children.
Yes, ये बात मैं बिल्कुल एग्री करूंगी because in my household also earlier when I started making a little bit of reels and I started with podcasting, my younger one used to accompany me. फिर कुछ दिन उसने hesitate किया because he said कि friends ना मजाक उड़ाते हैं वो. Then he realized कि ये गलत तो नहीं है. Then he came along with me
Hmm.
and then he started pointing also. Whenever we got, मम्मी तो
So
टिश्यू
nice.
पेपर बिल्कुल यूज नहीं करेगी, मम्मी तो इस चीज को हाथ ही नहीं लगाने वाली. नो पॉइंट गिविंग, वो बाहर जाएगी तो डब्बा लेके जाएगी. So you are right. Children learn with what we do.
Yeah.
हम जो हमेशा ही कहते हैं कि they learn with observing what you people are doing at home. So yes,
Yes.
right. ओके आपके प्रोफाइल की एक कोट श्वेता, पता नहीं क्यों मैं उस पर बहुत फंस गई. इट इज वन पिन्ड कोट इफ आई एम नॉट रॉन्ग, दैट कंजम्पशन को लेकर था कि जब हम कंजम्पशन पे फोकस करते हैं तो मैं कंजम्पशन को लेकर आपके व्यू जानना चाहूंगी. बिकॉज हम लोग ना लाइक अगेन सॉरी अगेन एक कोट लाना चाहूंगी जोशुआ बेकर का कि द मोस्ट एनवायरमेंट फ्रेंडली प्रोडक्ट इज द वन यू डिडंट बाय. अब जब हम डिडंट
Hmm.
बाय की बात करते हैं तो आई थिंक हम कंजम्पशन को रिलेट कर रहे हैं. बिकॉज हम लोगों से ये चाह रहे हैं कि आप सोचें, think before you're buying what you are consuming. So I would like to know from you, मतलब as a particular जब हम इस awareness को spread करते हैं, what are your views regarding the consumption and when we talk about sustainability in those terms?
Yes. So that quote, I actually found it on Instagram randomly, and it said, recycling is not the problem, it's overconsumption,
Right,
right?
right,
So it's recycling can be done, and people say that only 9% of plastic gets recycled worldwide, and but people are consuming 100% of plastic, and if that reduces, it makes a big change, right? And that happens only when you understand your needs, as you said, right? The best sustainable thing is what you didn't buy,
right,
because the thing is, you have to, I think, during COVID everybody realized how much stuff they have in their home, right? Their cupboards were full, everything was full, and they were like, oh my, and still people were hoarding food and everything else. So but this realization to a lot of people came very naturally, that we have a lot of stuff in our houses which we don't use at all. And a lot of times people do look after donating stuff, like they want to, they're like, okay, this is not serving me anymore, so I would like to donate it. And it's hardly they find a few orphanages they can donate to, and their house helps they can give it to. But I think the bigger picture is that realizing that don't buy trash. Don't buy something that you will not use for years, that will not serve you for years. It's like, I feel, toys, plastic toys. Kids
mm,
don't enjoy toys. I've seen it. It's everywhere in the house, but kids love playing with you. Kids
right,
love playing outside. They love riding cycle. They love going to the park, right? It's not about and it's mostly the parents who are, who want to feel nice buying something for their kids. So it's that they have to control that, because it's going to trash anyway. Okay, your kid will go out of interest of that particular thing, and I'm so thankful to my dad that he would never let me buy all the stupid toys. So I think that is one, and the other thing is not buying fast fashion. Like, it's crazy the number of clothes everybody has now. I see my cupboard following sustainability since like last 4 to 5 years. Even now I have so many clothes,
right,
and it's very important. Even when you get into sustainability, you learn, okay, that it's better to buy thrifted and second hand, but it's so important to keep yourself in check and not go overboard with second hand and not give you a green light, right? Okay, now I can buy anything because it's second hand, right? I'm not buying something new, but let's not go overboard with it. So it's everything that you need, you should have, and you should think about, how long this will last, and will I use it for years. And if that answer is yes, then definitely go ahead and buy it. But if that answer is no, don't buy it, right? And I think this has been going on everywhere, that add to cart, leave it for 2 days, and see if you really want it, right? So I think that has helped a lot of people to not buy a lot of stuff. So I would say now try to think even a little more ahead. Think that if this is long lasting, and if this will last you years and you will not get bored of it, then okay, yes, go ahead with it.
lovely. I love this tip, and of course I will again repeat it to listeners that please कुछ भी लेने से पहले ना 2 बार सोचिए, 2 बार नहीं, even
Yes,
like this is 2 दिन सोचिए. Do you really need
yes.
it, or just because it is cheap, just because it is available, just because you can buy it, you are ending up buying it, which is absolutely like not necessary. And वो कहते भी है ना कि if we want to move towards a low polluting sustainable society, I think we need to get consumers to think about their purchases. Main thing is
Yes.
that because चीजें ना available है, like जो थ्रिफ्ट तो छोड़ो, बाकी शॉप्स भी 200 रुपए में चीजें अवेलेबल हैं. Everyone is like selling cheap things, तो लोगों को लगता है okay,
Yeah.
it is affordable, keep on buying. So no
Yeah.
point buying until unless you absolutely necessarily need it. And जब अपने टॉयज की बात की ना श्वेता, that is really beautiful because मुझे भी मेरे बचपन का बच्चों का याद आता है. Instead of playing with the toys ना, they used to love coming in the kitchen and playing with the बर्तन. उनको वो प्लास्टिक
Yeah.
टॉय से ज्यादा वो बर्तन, लकड़ी, पत्थर, ये चीजें बच्चों को ज्यादा पसंद आती है rather than the plastic toys. So completely agreeable. मतलब मैं यहाँ पर तो पेरेंट्स से सच में कहूंगी, just observe your child, उन्हें क्या पसंद आ रहा है, rather than just buying fancy stuff. Like Shweta
Yeah.
pointed out very well कि पेरेंट्स को लगता है कि buying that beautiful stuff, they are fulfilling the kids demand, but I think they are fulfilling their own कि हाँ ये अच्छा
Oh,
दिख रहा है,
yeah.
इसलिए हमने ले लिया. बच्चे को पसंद है या नहीं हार्डली मैटर्स, बिकॉज वो तो नहीं बोल पा रहा है मुझे पसंद है या नहीं. बट
Yeah, exactly.
परचेजेस को ध्यान में रखना बहुत ज्यादा जरूरी है. बिकॉज यू आर वेरी राइट कि जस्ट हम खरीद पा रहे हैं, हमारी अलमीरा में ऑलरेडी कपड़े हैं, बट जस्ट बिकॉज हम खरीद सकते हैं, वी एंड अप बाइंग मोर एंड मोर. एंड
Mm.
थैंक्स फॉर दो स्टेप्स ऑल्सो. लाइक यू सेड कि स्लो फैशन, ऑफ कोर्स मतलब इंडियन ट्रेडिशनल हाउस होल्ड में मुझे लगता है हम लोगों में ना रीयूज करना शुरू से है. somehow I don't know
Mm.
in between generations हम क्यों भूल गए हैं कि मतलब छोटे बच्चों को भी कपड़े पहने हुए होते थे घर में भी. दे यूज्ड टू सर्कुलेट द क्लॉथ एंड
Yeah.
वो life cycle of a cloth. But somehow I don't know, just because you have a buying power, just because you have those things available in the market, we end up buying. So yeah, thank you very much for that tip also. So Shweta, okay, Shweta के बारे में हम मैं एक चीज और ऐड करना चाहूंगी कि Shweta is not just promoting healthy living and sustainable living, she also is nurturing well-being of planet as well as yoga also. Shweta की मैं Instagram handle and ये चीजें जरूर शेयर करना चाहूंगी. तो Shweta is very much available with all these awareness, all these tips on her Instagram handle, which is @Shweta Kataria _ her YouTube channel is also @Shweta Kataria _ and she even teaches. And if I'm not wrong, you have your yoga workshops at Shwet Yog, if I'm not wrong, right? So
Yes.
all these
I
links I
take
will,
classes. Yeah.
yeah, I will be posting under the post also. And Shweta, is related, like when I'm sharing the handle, I would just like to know, do you conduct like green workshops or anything? Like आपने जब अपनी composting के बारे में बताया, bioenzyme के बारे में बताया, तो any possibility like people can look forward to you for workshops also?
Yes, and firstly, thank you so much for introducing and everything. But I actually, have put it in a Linktree link on my profile that people can take workshops with me every Sunday. But somehow I didn't, promote it. So, but yes, I'm totally open to taking workshops on composting, on bioenzyme, and I take yoga classes Monday to Friday. So monthly classes are also available. Yes. So people can definitely reach out to me and I will let them know of all the details that they might require.
Wonderful. So for a sustainable lifestyle, for a eco-friendly lifestyle and a healthy lifestyle along with
Yeah.
a wellness thing, you can contact Shweta. All the links will be available below this podcast for you. And you can follow Shweta on Shweta Kataria _ at the end. Okay. Shweta, moving ahead, of course, Diwali is on the charts, right? And 24th October ko, it's International Climate Change. Recently, 14 से 20 October was Recycle Week. मैं आपसे
Hmm.
जानना चाहूंगी कि when festival is on charts, तो फेस्टिवल भी हो, रिसाइकलिंग भी हो, क्लाइमेट को हार्म भी ना हो, ऐसी कुछ टिप्स जो श्वेता हमारे साथ शेयर करना चाहेगी विद माय लिसनर्स, प्लीज.
It's a dream. It's a dream that we most of us want to bring it to life. But इतना ही है कि आप जितना अवेयरनेस क्रिएट कर सकते हो उतना आप करो. मैंने अभी सोचा था कि it's around the corner. This is the time when people will go ahead and buy crackers and stuff, right? So what I will start doing is I will start posting in every WhatsApp group that I'm in that please do not buy crackers. Please try to be, kind to nature, kind to everybody around you, kind to your pets and the dogs around. and the cats around. So because animals don't enjoy crackers, and I'm sure even kids don't enjoy crackers so much. It's only when they see their parents being so happy with it that they enjoy. Because I myself never enjoyed crackers, but I saw my parents loving the experience, and so I was actually enjoying their happiness rather than the crackers. And it's a festival of lights, right? Why not just light diyas and light up your house? उसमें भी इलेक्ट्रिसिटी जा रही है, उतना आप कर लीजिए बस. Crackers nahi laए तो best है. And get your own sweets in the dabbas, carry your own dabbas to the sweet shop. And also, if you can make it at home, nothing better than that. Make sweets at home, make it a whole experience for your family, right? You can make besan laddus, you can make coconut laddus, so easy. Even kaju katli is so easy to make. You just have to, make it a whole experience. So saying the experience word, we all as humans, we want to nurture an experience rather than things and stuff. So why not make that experience eco-friendly and ethical, instead of making the pollution go worse? Because we all know, in India especially, pollution is just off the charts, right? We all are bearing it. I see so many. I recently shifted to Dehradun, and I've already met so many people who have come from Delhi saying that they have asthma issues and they have some lung issues. And that's why they have shifted from Delhi, because they just can't, breathe properly in Delhi because the pollution is so bad. Why do we want to make every city in India like Delhi for a festival when we should be doing the opposite of it, right? We should be making it better. So let's focus on that this Diwali, and try to make it eco-friendly and make it an experience with your family of enjoying together, playing games and just dumb charades and all the antakshari and stuff, rather than bursting crackers with such loud noises.
Absolutely right, Shweta, and really nice tips, of course, because Diwali is round the corner. जिस तरह से आपने कहा ना, even I'm trying कि जितना spread हो सके, we can spread this awareness. कि of course, मैं सच बताऊं, मतलब to be very frank, मुझे cracker burn करना है ऐसा लगता है कि पैसे burn कर रहे हैं, nothing else, because
I know.
noise pollution. My kids enjoy. मैं बहुत मतलब बिल्कुल साफ बोल रही हूँ, but they know I don't like it, so they have reduced
Yeah.
time. I'll not say no, but they know कि मैं लाते हो उसको जला देते हो तो you're just simply burning money, so no point
Yeah.
doing it. And it's a festival of diyas. I don't think so कि mythological story में कहीं पे भी cracker burn करना आता था. It just
Yeah.
got associated with time because people just wanted to have fun, and वो crackers उसके साथ
Yeah.
associate होते चले गए. So yeah,
Yes.
very well said. And जिस तरह से listeners श्वेता ने बोला कि घर पे चीजें आप बना सकते हैं. Shweta has also shared her reels on making paneer at home, and if I'm not wrong, ghee or
Yeah.
something at home. Yeah, so I have seen her
Yeah.
reels. And यहाँ पर मैं भी थोड़ा सा मौका उठाऊंगी शेयर करने का. I belong to a Maharashtrian family, and we proudly say that हम लोग सारा जो दिवाली का वो प्लेटर होता है जिसे फरार बोलते हैं, we make it at home. And like we don't have this custom of gifting those wrapped packages or gift packs. We generally keep all
Yeah.
things, chakli, chivda, laddu, narsa, whatever we have made. We put it in a plate, we will cover it with a cloth, and we just give it to all the neighbors in our locality. So yeah, I think this is a beautiful practice which we can follow, and like everyone can do it. उसमें कोई शर्म करने वाली बात नहीं है. Again वही बात है जैसे हमने थोड़ी देर पहले कही थी कि वो पैकेजिंग बहुत सुंदर दिख रही है. वो एक प्रेशर बिल्ड कर रही है हर एक पे कि आज इस बार दिवाली पे क्या दे. ओके, ये सुंदर दिख रहा है, बट हम ये नहीं सोचते कि दिवाली के एक हफ्ते बाद जब वो कचरा निकलता है ना, we just don't ever go and see कि उस कचरे में सिर्फ प्लास्टिक, सेलोफेन पेपर, अननेसेसरी आइटम्स जो यूज ही नहीं होते हैं वो आ जाते हैं. सो या वेल सेड. आई थिंक दिवाली कैन बी मेड बेटर, eco-friendly, climate concerning by taking these simple steps, by observing what you are purchasing, and then yeah, just having a family gala time rather than just going out and bursting crackers for no reason. So wonderful, Shweta, and thank you for
Yeah.
sharing these tips. So lovely
Thank you
knowing.
so much, Prachi. I think the points that I missed, you have covered it, and so well put. right? And I think we can add one more thing, that people try repeating your outfits this Diwali. Don't buy new. You really don't need them. Hardly people are wearing Indian outfits, and you have it in your cupboard. You know it. So mix and match. Do fun with your existing stuff, and I think yes, happy Diwali.
वेरी वेल सेड श्वेता, मतलब आपने जो स्लो फैशन की बात की उसके लिए बहुत अच्छा एग्जांपल है, बिकॉज अननेसेसरी बाइंग द लैक्स ऑफ बाइंग क्लोथ्स व्हिच कॉस्ट यू लैक्स फॉर दोस लहंगास एंड साड़ीज, आई थिंक वी कैन मिक्स एंड मैच फॉर दैट ओकेजन, बिकॉज ये अपसाइकलिंग में भी ये आता है कि साड़ी से आप लहंगा सूट्स भी बना सकते हैं, यू कैन मेक अ स्कर्ट, और यू कैन फाइंड अदर वेज, यू कैन बी क्रिएटिव विद व्हाटएवर थिंग्स यू आर ऑलरेडी हैविंग इन योर कबर्ड। एक ये एसोसिएशन कर दिया गया है कि बाहर जाकर खरीद के लाना ये दिवाली नहीं है, देर इज नो रिटन लॉ कि दिवाली आई है तो नया खरीद के लाना ही दिवाली मनाना है। You can be more creative, you can upcycle, recycle and make already things which are available within at your place, and I think इसमें आपके कुछ DIYs की वीडियो में मैंने पुराने देखे थे, तो I think that also will I will add on कि आप घर के घर में DIY करके भी डेकोरेशंस कर सकते हैं। देयर इज नो नीड टू गो एंड बाय ऑल द स्पेशली द प्लास्टिक स्टफ, मैं कहूंगी चलिए मिट्टी एंड
Yes,
लकड़ी का आप
absolutely.
लेकर आ रहे हैं तो एक बार को आई विल से ओके, but no need to buy the plastic stuff, no need to burn crackers, and please watch your consumption. So Shweta, thank you very much for your time and sharing your journey, your views, and sharing all these beautiful things with my listeners.
Thank you so much, Prachi. It was lovely, speaking our minds out. It was so nice, and I'm glad that I could get this opportunity to speak to you.
Thank you, Shweta. Thank you very much for your time. I will wind up with one quote by Vivian Westwood. बहुत छोटा सा quote है लेकिन बहुत powerful quote है. Buy less, choose well, and make it last. And I think ये सिर्फ दिवाली के time ही नहीं, in our daily life also we have to be very careful with what we are buying, and especially buy करने के बाद what we are consuming and what we are letting out. आप बाहर throw करने से पहले भी दो बार सोचिए. सो मैं जब भी हम रिड्यूस रियूज रिसाइकिल की बात करते हैं ना, द वेरी फर्स्ट थिंग जो मेरे को पसंद है दैट इज रीथिंक। कुछ भी करने से पहले एक बार और सोचिए, जैसे कि श्वेता ने भी थोड़ी देर पहले कहा था, 2 घंटे 2 दिन सोचिए क्या सचमुच मुझे वो चीज चाहिए है, तभी उसे घर के अंदर आने दीजिए ताकि आपको फेंकने की नौबत ना आए। सो ऑन दिस नोट आई विल से थैंक यू वेरी मच श्वेता, विश यू अ वेरी वेरी हैप्पी दिवाली, हैप्पी दिवाली टू ऑल माय लिसनर्स आल्सो, एंड ग्रीन वॉरियर्स के लिए सबसे एक ही रिक्वेस्ट है, प्लीज श्वेता एंड देयर आर मेनी पीपल हु आर स्प्रेडिंग अवेयरनेस, हु आर टेकिंग दोज स्टेप्स टू हेल्प यू live a better, healthier and climate friendly life. So please follow them, please follow what advice they are giving. इतनी मुश्किल एडवाइसेस नहीं है जो ये लोग दे रहे हैं, एक थैली लेकर जाना या स्ट्रॉ यूज करना या कंपोस्ट करना, दे आर नॉट सो डिफिकल्ट टास्क कि आप नहीं कर सकते हैं, आप ये कहेंगे कि हमें टाइम नहीं मिलता। सो प्लीज follow her, please check her profile and have a healthy, have a fit and have a ego friendly life. So thank you very much. इस बार के लिए इतना ही। तत्व गर्ल will be back with more inspiring and motivating stories. तब तक हंसते रहिए, मुस्कुराते रहिए, इको फ्रेंडली सोचते रहिए, और सोच कर ही कुछ भी खरीदिए या सोच कर ही कुछ भी बाहर निकलने दीजिए। Once again, happy Diwali. Thank you. Pranam. Bye bye. Namaskar.